Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Bronzer Week. Today is gonna be day one, but for the entire week, for 7 days, I will have every day one video talking about bronzers, my favorite bronzers, the worst bronzers that I have in my collection, my cream bronzers, how I use bronzer, reviewing a few new bronzers, or just a review of a few of the new bronzers that I've gotten. And today we're gonna start and kick things up with a bronzer haul. So if you wanna see the amount of bronzers that I've accumulated on these past 2 months, then just keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so I have this little makeup bag filled with bronzers, but I wanted to do a disclaimer. I've purchased quite a few of these bronzers myself, but a few of them were sent by a subscriber. She actually sent me a huge box filled with makeup that she wasn't using, and she was asking me if I wanted to try a few things, drugstore things for my channel and whatnot. So she did put a huge amount of makeup together and sent it to my house in the US. Before picking these ones up, I wanted to just do a recap of the 4 newest bronzers in my collection. The 2 that I showed you from the Sephora haul are the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade Medium, and then the Dior Forever in the shade 05 Warm Bronze. Those are the 2 latest additions to my collection that I've already shown on this channel. Then these 2 that I've gotten in 2 separate orders from Look Fantastic are the Anastasia Cream Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed. These are really good ones, and I've shown a lot of love to this one. And then also this one that I need to go back to using because this was a favorite right after I got it, and it's actually dirty and it doesn't come with a lot of product. Silhouette Gel Sculpt by Illamasqua, and this is just a beautiful cream bronzer as well. It's so cooling and it looks beautiful on the skin. You can use it when you're going to the beach if you don't want to wear that much makeup. Those 4 bronzers made me want to go back to getting a few bronzers, since most of my bronzer collection have been just products that I've accumulated a long time ago and that I've been using and I've been faithful to them. They don't necessarily mean that I didn't want to try new releases of bronzers, and I have kept myself in check when it comes to bronzers for ages, except for the ones that I've gotten on PR from Laura Mercier, and then the 2 that I just showed you that are creams, and the 2 that I purchased. I think I even got a few more on PR. The Too Cool Art Class by Jordana. This one is from K-Beauty, from a K-Beauty brand. Too Cool for School, and these I got from Yes Style, and then this one I think I got from Look Fantastic as well. This is the Desert Bronzing Powder from Pupa, which is not my favorite. I have to say it's beautiful, but it's not my favorite formula. I think it tends to, you have to know how to work with it. But now let's just go into the ones that I got, and I'm gonna start with the ones from the drugstore, and I will let you guys know if I purchased them myself or if they were sent to me by the subscriber that I told you about. And a few of them I was actually gonna purchase, but I ended up purchasing only one because my friend sent the rest of them to me. She wasn't using them. They were basically untouched, and I think one of them she purchased for me as a gift. So the one that I purchased, and it's the one that I'm wearing today, and I loved it. It's the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer, and I chose the shade Light Medium. This one has a particular scent, but I actually love the way it blended into the face. It's soft. It has a little bit of kick up, but I know that I will finish this bronzer. This is so good. I will keep using it, and then I will review these bronzers eventually for you. I will do a rehaul of the bronzers, or I will do a second bronzer week. I don't know yet, but I will let you guys know. In every video that I talk about the bronzers, if I can, I will give you a small review of the bronzers that I show you. The second one that I have here, and I already tried it, is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but this is the Matte Monoi Butter Bronzer. I've used up, I think, 2 of the original one, or just 1, I don't know, but that one I love it. I know I want to have it back in my collection, but the Matte Monoi is a different formula. I think I prefer the Butter Bronzer, the original. Even the scent, I prefer the other one. This one has a strong scent, but it's beautiful. I like it. I know I can finish it. I know I will hit pan on it eventually. It's a product that I know I can fall in love with. I can enjoy it, but it's not as good as the original butter bronzer. This one I was gonna buy as well. These I heard Ali Klein's talk about it. This is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. This is in the shade 02. On me, this one looks more like a contouring shade. I already used it once. I know this will be amazing for contouring my nose or just getting my face a little bit of warmth, but more on the cool tone side when I don't want something more orangey. I'm gonna put it right next to the L'Oreal one so that you guys can see what I mean. So yeah, right here you can see that the Milani one is more on the cool tone side. I love that this one feels as silky as the name suggests. Sometimes you buy products, the name makes you think that they're gonna be one thing, and then when you use them, they're just patchy and not good at all. This one was the other one that I wanted to purchase and that I even put on my cart. I was filling up a Flower Beauty cart and I was doing it because I wanted this one in particular. And these, I don't know who's the YouTuber that talks about it a ton that I love her. It's Mandy. I don't know her, I don't remember her last name, but I will leave her channel link below. She talks about the Flower Beauty Heat Wave. It's in the shade Sunrise. This is the one that it's the lightest one of them. And when I saw this, she used it on her face and she swatched it. This has a hint of pink to the bronzer, and I love that because actually when I get sunburned, I never look orange or I never look super dark. My dad is a redhead, so I always tend to look more on the pink side and I look more burnt and I have a hint of pink to my warmth. So yeah, if I get a little bit of warmth at all, I usually get toasted, like red and like a shrimp. This one looks more of what a real tan would look on me, and I love that. I used it already once and I know this is gonna be a favorite of mine. So yeah, so far I've been just happy with the ones that I got. These three that I'm gonna show you I haven't used, but what I want to do with all the hauls that you will see on my upcoming months is that I want to place these products into my collections so that I can shop my stash naturally with them, and I don't want to have them in a new product makeup drawer and then never use them, because that's just the way I am. I prefer to shop from the drawer that has that category of makeup. This is the warm up bronzer from Undone Beauty, the 4-in-1 Radiance palette, and it says here that this is the shade 550. I have never heard of this brand before getting this, and it looks beautiful. It has like a highlighter and a bronzer. I'm gonna put this on my bronzer since it's called a bronzer, and I'm gonna mix them all together and try it out and see you guys how this looks on my face. I can't see myself using this and enjoying it, but maybe I will. If you swatch it, this is the bronzer and it looks matte, and then these are the two highlighters mixed together and they are highlighters. But the bronzer on its own, it's pretty much a satin formula. So yeah, I have nothing to say about this one because I haven't used it, except that this brand is vegan and cruelty free. Then this one I had on my list on Amazon, but I was gonna get the lightest shade, and she sent me this one in the darker skin or the darker shade. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. Is this one right here. I already swatched it. I haven't used it on my face, and it doesn't look as dark, so maybe it will work on my face, but it looks orange. So I don't know how that one is gonna work. I'm hoping that it works for me. I can make a lot of bronzers work for me. And a good thing that I found is that if I get products that I don't like, if they're good but the color doesn't work for me, I can put them on my makeup artistry kit. If I don't like them for me or my clients, then I will pass them to my sisters-in-law. But this one is in the shade 02 Sunny, and it looks beautiful. I love that the pan is huge. I love big bronzers, but I don't know how it will look blended on my face. So I will let you guys know. And then this is, I don't know if this is considered drugstore. This is a face palette and it's from Alamar Cosmetics. And it's in the shade medium tan. I would grab the shade either the light one or the medium, but not the medium tan one. I don't know how this is gonna look on my skin. It comes with a yellow powder and then 2 bronzers. This is called I'm Woke, Soltera, and Always Summer. So I will let you guys know my thoughts on this one, but I've heard great things about Alamar Cosmetics blushes and bronzers, so I'm excited to have this one. Thank you, Janet, for sending me these goodies. I know I will make the most out of them, and they already made this part of the video super interesting. So for the high-end bronzers, one of them was a gift from her, but the rest of them I purchased myself. So let's just talk about the gift that I got from her. It's the Buxom bronzer. This is a Staycation Vibes primer infused bronzer in the shade Rooftop Tan. And this one, like the Flower Beauty, it gives me just like a hint of pink to it. When I see it on my computer right now that I'm using as a viewfinder, I see it and it looks orange, but I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. But when I swatch it, it looks more on the pinky side. It's this shade right here. I'm gonna build it so that you guys can see it. It's this shade right here. So it has a hint of warmth. Of course, it's a bronzer, but it also has a hint of pink, and those are my type of bronzers. I have a Buxom bronzer that I never use, but it's because it's shimmery, and I know now that I don't use shimmery bronzers. But this one looks so beautiful. It was completely brand new, and I'm super excited to try this one. And it comes with a different shade in the center of the pan. Then this one that I used yesterday, this is the Corselet Sculpting Powder Bronzer, and I got mine in the shade Silhouette. This is from M Cosmetics, and this is her newest release. And I was lucky to purchase it on the day of the release. They were having like a collab with Refer, and I love Refer brushes. I actually made a purchase a while ago, and I've been enjoying them. But I didn't get any face brushes. I only got eye brushes, and they were giving the 05 brush for free, and I think this is a wonderful brush, and I know I will get a ton of use out of it. And I wanted to try M Beauty for a long while, but I didn't know if I should take the plunge. So yeah, I decided to go for a bronzer since I've been just obsessed with bronzer. And this one, it's powdery, but it blends so beautifully on the skin. I used it only once, only yesterday, and I love the shade of it. It looks more on the neutral side, nothing too warm and nothing too cool tone. That's my favorite color of bronzer, like the original Hoola bronzer. Love the packaging. Do not like the white sticker on the back. I think it cheapens out the look of the product. When I see it up front, it looks so beautiful. The packaging, the black packaging with the bronze logo, but the back, I just don't know. Not my favorite. But the formula, the powder inside is pretty, and you can see right here that it looks more on the neutral side, not too cool and not too warm. It's the one that I put right here. Then this is the last one that I've opened, but I have 2 new ones that I ordered with this one that I haven't opened yet. This is the NARS Bronzing Cream, and I bought it in the shade, the original shade, the one that they released first, I think 1 or 2 years ago. And this is beautiful on the face, so pigmented, so easy to work into the skin. You don't need a powder bronzer on top when you use this as a cream powder, just letting you know. In a way, I wish I would have gotten the lightest shade, but this is just perfection. You guys know Laguna is a holy grail bronzer of mine. This is the cream right here, but when you blend it, it blends super easy into the skin. I love the packaging. It's just NARS, you guys know, it's one of my favorite brands, so yeah. I wasn't expecting any less from it. I've yet to try a NARS product that I completely hate. NARS is just one of those brands that just gives it its all to their makeup. I find that their products are overall beautiful. And then these two, I haven't even opened up the boxes, but I wanted to show them to you, even though I'm not gonna swatch them. I don't wanna swatch them, oh my goodness. I have to swatch them. Okay, so this is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kiss Glow Bronzer. And this one I got in the shade mediums inside. The fair one was sold out, which was the one that I wanted to get. And I have the regular, the powder version in the shade medium. This is just perfection. You guys, this pan is just beautiful. I'm gonna swatch it from the side. Oh my goodness, I don't want to touch it. You can see it right there. I'm gonna swatch it next to the... Okay, it looks similar in color to the NARS one. It's this one right here, but this is more on the warmer side, and the NARS Laguna 2, it's more on the neutral side. I have to try them side by side, but this is the type of thing that I wish brands wouldn't do, because that engraving, it looks so beautiful that you don't even want to use the product. So it's a huge pan, and this one comes with 21 grams of product, and the powder comes with 16 grams of product, so it's a lot. And then the NARS one comes with 19 grams of product. So this one comes with way more than the NARS one. And NARS is always generous with the amount of product that they put in the pans. And then these I got because of Kristen Dominique. And she used these in one of her videos, and I just wanted to have it. But I bought it in a different shade. This is the Glowish by Huda Beauty in the shade Light, and oh my goodness, this looks so beautiful. Still haven't even swatched it. I'm gonna do it right now. And yes, this is so pretty. It's this one right here. It comes with a hint of pink, colors that I prefer for bronzers. I love the packaging, and it's just one that I'm super excited to have in my collection. I'm pretty excited that I added bronzers that are matte to my collection, because if I show you my bronzer collection, you will see that I have a lot of shimmery bronzers that I never use. If I have satin bronzers, I will use them. I bet this is satin because it's the Glowish line by Huda Beauty. It's not a shimmery bronzer. Shimmery bronzers are just not go-to of mine. Okay, and now I remember that I have two bronzers that are coming to me that I didn't get on these boxes, so I will put them on the screen. One is the Gucci bronzer. I bought that in the shade 02. It was the last bronzer that I purchased, and I still haven't gotten it. And the other one is the matte mineralized skin finish natural in the shade dark tan. I think that's the shade. And I saw a new YouTuber that I'm watching. Her name, I think, is Vicky. I will leave her also linked below, using one of those mineralized skin finishes as bronzers, or another YouTuber, because I was watching a lot of bronzer content before purchasing the bronzers that you saw on this haul. So those are 15 bronzers, and then counting the ones that I got from PR last year and the two that I purchased, those are 22 bronzers. So I'm set for bronzer for the rest of my life. And you guys know that I recently announced that I'm in a no buy, so I will not be purchasing products unless, if you already saw that, unless you see there are rules, so I can purchase a few things here and there, but I'm not gonna go crazy like I did on this haul of products. And keep in mind that most of these products were sent to me by a subscriber. So that's it for this haul, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the first day of bronzer week. And this is gonna be everything relating to bronzer on this week, or a summer related week. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video. We're gonna talk tomorrow about 5 bronzers that are the least used in my collection. So that's it, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. All this week, as an emoji at the end of the video, put something related to summer or to bronzer or to bronzing in the comments below, so that I know that you watched the entire video. And let me know if you like this bronzer week, or we can do next year a summer week. But I want to do this like a permanent thing on my channel. So that's it, you guys. I love you, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.